All right, now to prepare for our first C# script, the C# script, the first thing it's going to do is once we get it working, it's going to allow our planes, this plane, to roll, to pitch, and to yaw. So in one place, it'll like rotate left to right around its body. It'll pitch up and down, its nose up and down, and it'll also rotate the whole plane left, right, in the direction the whole plane is facing. So these are the three different basic movements: roll, pitch, and yaw. And Unity comes with an input manager that's already set up to do a lot of stuff, but we have to tweak this. So to get to this menu, Project Settings, you'd click on Edit, and all the way near the bottom, right near Preferences, you might remember Preferences, that's where we told Unity to use Visual Studio for the script editor. That was in Preferences. Here's Project Settings, and similarly, it's got a lot of different categories. And if it's not on Input Manager, please click on Input Manager. Did you click on Input Manager? All right. Now, if you'll open up Axes, this little triangle right here, and let me zoom on this so we can see clearly. If you open up the Axes, first thing I want you to do is I want you to change 18 to 19. Change 18 to 19. This is going to create a new cancel at the bottom. That's what just happened. It created a new cancel at the bottom, and we're going to use that at the bottom. We're going to change a bunch of stuff in it, and we're going to turn it into yaw. But it does come by default with a horizontal axis, and in the horizontal axis, we need to change a few things. In the horizontal axis, I need to have the negative button set to the S key, the positive button set to the W key, and the alternate keys taken out. No alternative negative or positive button. S and W is going to give us pitch. S and W is going to make our aircraft point up or point down. The nose will either be going up or going down using the S and the W keys on the horizontal axis. Did you make that change? You had to delete left and right and A and D and put S for the negative button, W for the positive button. Check it. Do your settings match for horizontal? Let's go ahead and close horizontal. I'm going to open up vertical. In the vertical axis, again, I'm going to take out down and up and S and W. I'm going to take all four of those out for the negative, positive, and alternative negative and alternative positive. For the negative button, I'm going to set that to the D key. For the positive button, that's going to be the A key. Our vertical axis is going to control roll. If we press A, we'll roll to the left. If we press D, we'll roll to the right. So it's going to be affecting our roll for the aircraft. The rest of this stuff, 3, 0.0001, and 3, that's all good. Snapping, that's all good. That's okay. You got your vertical axis set up. All right. The last axis, that's down here. When we changed that 18 to 19, the input manager just copied the last entry and duplicated it. So I'm going to open up that last entry. And what's happening here? I've hit the bottom of my window. There we go. So on this last cancel right down here, on this last cancel, we're going to change its name. That's the first thing we're going to change. We're going to change its name to YAW, capital Y, lowercase a, lowercase w. You'll notice over on the main list, its name changed right over there too. It's no longer cancel, is it? The name changed to yaw. And then positive button, we're going to take out escape. Negative button's going to be left. And positive button's going to be right. Alternative positive button, joystick button 1, make that go away. and then gravity, set it to 3, sensitivity to 3, and check snap. Everything else is good. Yaw will be set up. So those are the 3 inputs that we're going to be picking up, and we're set up to get those inputs. Yaw is this kind of turning, okay? When my body's turning like this. Pitch is I'm looking up or I'm looking down, and roll is this. You get the idea? I'm sorry, but we couldn't capture that on video because it would look too disturbing. Okay, that's the input manager set up. We're now ready to go create our first script. So we're going to make this video short and sweet. Review it again here. Horizontal, if I can get this thing to stop bouncing around. Negative button S, positive button W. Cleared out the alternatives. Vertical, positive button D, negative button A. Cleared out the alternatives. And then at the very end of the list, we created a yaw axis, positive button right, negative button left. And then we had to change these last numbers down here, taking out the alternative positive button and setting the gravity to 3 and the sensitivity to 3 and turning on snap. And that's it for the input manager. We're done. We can close it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in class.